And when I think about like one of the first major steps that you took in motorsports, I feel like a really big deal was the Hoonicorn. When you first jumped in that 14,000.
I always think back on it. I'm like, who the hell would let a 14-year-old drive this car? Why did they let me do that?
Yeah.
Right? Like nothing happened like bad in any way, but it's just like, yeah, that was a bad idea. I just feel like
14,000 horsepower.
14,000 horsepower car.
Yeah.
And I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
I had no drifting, no drag racing experience, period, before that. And yeah, Brian sat me down. My dad was behind the camera and they asked me the question. And I was like, hell yes, of course. But yeah, still looking back on it, it's a pretty insane thing, you know, like, wow, that was, I mean, obviously it was a huge turning point in my career. Like that was the first time I really was ever in front of the camera in a way. I mean, I learned how to do donuts in my dad's Escort before that, but at this time it was really just kind of me, you know, in front of the camera, which is cool because I was always behind the camera, and my dad was both of my parents were very, you know, sensitive about what age we could be on camera for safety and everything like that. But that car is insane, and I still like get scared to drive it, to be honest. Like it's insane.
I watched the whole video of you learning how to drive it the first time you go out. Were you shook the first time you just hammered that thing down and started doing donuts?
Yeah, I mean, it wants to kill you, literally. Like, that's what it feels like, and it can get out of control so quickly, you know? But yeah, I mean, I remember the first time, like, all the build up to it, we went and saw Lia Pruitt, and she helped me with, you know, we went to I think we were in Illinois, I don't know, somewhere at a drag strip, and we did all the prep for it, but I don't think anything can really prepare you for that car in any way.
Especially when you did the actual drag race, you got up to 178 or 180 or what was it?
I think it was 176.
176 miles an hour.
Yeah. Down like a runway that was bumpy and like just that was stupid.
That was actually really sketchy.
Yeah.
Like I watched it, and then you drag race a NHRA Corvette, and like that thing's like the back end stepping out when you guys are doing the 1,000 foot one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was watching it, I was like, this is sketchy. You shouldn't be doing this. Like,
no, especially when we were doing the 1,000 meters, because the end of the dragway wasn't that long past then. So getting on the brakes instantly when you're at the flag, it's super sketchy to actually get to stops before the fence. One time when I was first like just practicing before we even started shooting, I had my dad in the car and we did the 1,000, and I locked up the brakes and went sideways and stopped with my rear 2 inches from that fence. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. But then I started like dying laughing, and my dad did too. Like, it was just like such an insane experience. And like looking back on it now, like that was like one of the coolest things I had ever done. Still to this day, and probably the most fun. Like all the Hoonigan guys there, you know, doing 3 days of shooting with meeting all these different people and racing different cars, like so fun.
Yeah, to me, that felt like a place where you kind of proved yourself. Like that was the first time that I mean, me seeing you in front of camera, like you were able to like prove that you're good at you're really freaking good at this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Brian or my dad or Derek, for that matter, knew how it was going to go or if I could even do it. You know, they had a plan B if I wasn't going to be able to race, you know, or control the car. But I think, I don't know, I was kind of so oblivious back then that I don't think really I knew how big of a thing this was, or how it was going to change my career, because obviously I didn't know the extent of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think it impressed a lot of people back then and kind of made a lot of headlines, which was pretty cool to see. I remember like being that young, like I still have screenshots of like news articles of people saying stuff about me after that, which is bizarre at that age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well said. That was really cool. And then that seems like, I mean, that's really, was that the jumping point off for really going after this as a career? Or was it before?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I tried, as I said before, I tried so many different sports growing up, but I always kind of came back to the racing without knowing it. And I think that's the point that I realized that I really did love doing this crazy fast stuff, and could actually make a career out of it. But at the end of the day, it's all because I love to race and I love that adrenaline rush and I enjoy it. So it doesn't ever feel like a job. And then obviously all the stuff on the side, what you have to do to be able to go race, you know. But I think that was definitely a turning point, because I started rallying the next year. You know, it really kind of got the ball rolling in my career.